Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris. This is Starters Order 7, and our save has been going poorly recently. So, yeah, some really good 2-year-olds, some really good 3-year-olds, but very little of, like, true quality. Maybe 2 so far in the entire save. Um, which isn't bad. Honestly, that's really good hit rate because we didn't seed it with horses from our transfer list or anything like that. We bought a couple in auction and done a bit of breeding, but nothing spectacular as of yet has occurred. So, it's not too bad in that way. Um, but yeah, we're kind of here now at the end of Pop. It's sort of run and the shot of the Triple Crown. And a very promising 2-year-old, one that I really liked. Just didn't seem to get where we wanted to be. Just a touch short of actually being like a contender, I think, in the Triple Crown. So that is what it is. It is what it is. We are going to keep racing and trying to line up a nice win or two at Grade 1, because I think if it goes this entire year and doesn't win a Grade 1, I mean, that just feels so wrong. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Higgs has gained a ton of stamina, so that's going to be difficult to book for. Cops is still short, as is Drom, and Lambslink isn't too bad. So, yeah, it's just about finding races at this point that actually work. It's like 7 furlongs for Lambslink, I think, is okay. It's not amazing. It's okay. You know? It's just weird. So, I think that's fine. And yeah, we're waiting for the mile 2 to unlock for a 2-year-old. I mean, that just might not happen. So, yeah, that one's like an interesting one. I mean, Cops is 5, so let's look at the 5 furlongs. And a grade 2, a Royal Ascot. I mean, it's either a really good idea or a really bad idea, and I'm not sure which. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure which. And then Drom, we can also follow that up. We could run a grade 3, but we've won a grade 3. So why don't we do something possibly dumb and run the grade 2 at Royal Ascot as well? If that makes sense. maybe maybe that's what that is. And then there's the Queen's Plate, which I don't love, but is an option. Sorry, is an option. And then the Invitational might just be a better play. That might just be a better play. Yeah. So 13th is one I want to check. I don't know about the 2-year-olds and the yearling sales. I just don't feel like we're going to get better than who we're breeding from. You know, it's kind of where I'm at right now. I just don't know. I just don't know. The cheeks and orchid. Okay. They're the graded horses. They're the highly rated horses. So why don't we just take a look at them and see, and we'll figure it out. It's 1.4. Should be about the price again. And there you go. So almost identical price. Oh, okay. I was expecting the worst. No confidence, low enthusiasm, only 50% finish application. The rest isn't bad, but like it's just it's not great, and that one is worse. Which, yeah, I mean, just buying horses is such a crapshoot. I do feel you've got to throw a lot of money at buying horses. Why it's always better to breed. Um, because at least you kind of know if you bred from Ingleby Star, yeah, okay, you're paying 2.5 mil, 2.6 per cover, but you can almost guarantee as long as you've got an okay mare that you could make that back, even if you're racing as a 5, 6 year old, etc. Like you could make that money back and then put that horse into the breeding barn at the end of it and breed it with another horse. And it doesn't need to be that way. I mean, Kikos is really sort of high fee as well because it's a really good horse. But Isle of Melody, 700,000 for 9 Grade 1 wins and a 50% win rate career. That's not bad. Eve's Error, 650. 951 in terms of grade 130 rated, 16 out of 28. That's over 50. So if you're looking at these horses like Scribano as well, 8 Grade 1 wins, less than 500,000 a cover. So you can definitely set these up to a point where you can breed and make money, but also be getting just generation on generation slightly better horses to race. Um, yeah, I think they need to overhaul the sales a little bit because it's very much just a crapshoot, and I know that's kind of realistic in some way, but it just means you should probably never go to the sales. And why have that mechanic when you're actively better off not using it? I think that's kind of an interesting thing to do. So Royal Ascot, okay. We're here with Small Drum today, and then in 2 days' time comes Milan. And I am not super confident. I am not super confident. I like our horses. We just don't know anything about this. Frankie de Tory, that'll always be, you know, the one I kind of look at. And looks like Obama is high rated and has won a race. The rest are unraced. So 6 furlong Coventry, grade 2, 2 year olds on turf. Here at Royal Ascot, and like I say, I'm looking at number 4, and I'm looking at number 2. Let's reverse the camera, speed up, and we're off to a decent enough start. And it will be the three of us, 1, 2, and 3, that I did think could be a factor. There we go. We kick on. We push out. Could be massive. Just a nice run. I don't like running abroad, but for some reason, 2-year-olds at like 5 furlong through 7 furlong, they sometimes just run really well. That's that. That's nuts. As a grade 2 with a long ass trip. By 7 lengths. I'm 9.5 there. Okay, well, had a little bit of worries, a little issue there. Don't know why the recording stopped, but it did. So, yeah, it's a very like impressive run, and I don't really know how to like feel about it or talk about it because I wasn't expecting that. Like, we win the maiden big after running green and having a tough time to begin. Then we run an okay grade 3. It's not really that impressive. It's not indicative of anything. But then we go to Royal Ascot and we win by 7. Maybe it's a really bad field, but you pair that with the maiden that we won by 9.5. I mean, it's a huge, huge, speed, acceleration, and start bars. They're pretty damn good. The potential is already pretty good as well. We got more than my 70% extra speed. The only thing really worrying on it would be poor consistency. And it's two of my favorite horses. It's our Triple Crown winning Krabby's Down. And then Cadenia Terry, who we really liked as well, and kind of looked similar, to be honest with you, but a little better, you know? Just a tiny bit better. And she never gained distance. I always wondered what she'd do in the Triple Crown if she ever gained distance. She never did. Now we got a small drum who maybe should gain distance. And if they do, we get an idea of what Cadenia Terry could have done in the Triple Crown races, maybe. And I think that's where we're at now with these 2-year-olds. It's some good horses that we know. Like, okay, Haig, not so much, but Cranby's Down and Craigrose, both horses I really liked. Kikos, we know, is a very good game bred with Craigrose. And then Lamps Link is Ingleby Star, and Craigrose Ingleby Star is like the best game bred that we've had so far. So, yeah, 4 out of these 5 all come from very, very, very impressive lineages. And I don't think we see that enough. Don't think we see that enough. Okay, we can go to Ascot again. Oh, after that last race, I was excited. No, it's just this. I mean, this is a pink triangle. This is red. Pink, they're a bit unsettled, they're a bit, ooh, this is just, the horse is bucking. And so the race is probably bucked. Now, if we still win with this, that would show like a really good horse. But yeah. Is it too late to put blinkers on it? Is that even gonna help? I don't know. We're just gonna go watch the race. Um, 5 furlong off. I mean, there isn't a long race for it to burn its energy off. I don't know. I don't know. So, I have no idea, like I say, how this is gonna go. But I did try and go in and put blinkers on, and maybe that does something. Maybe it doesn't. The horse is probably, yeah, is gonna be a little too worked up to run. And again, we don't know the field. We just have no idea of these horses. Reluctant to load. I'm tempted to say that that's like a very, very good run. Because the horse is sweating up and just like. I can't be mad at that run. I can't be mad at that run. It just sucks. It just sucks. Because, yeah, we should have two grade two winners from Ascot. And we don't. We were so close after blowing up. A horse in one load. Just, yeah, the pink triangle of death, man. And I know again, this is a big game day decision because I, I I don't know. I could probably run both these, but if I'm honest, I don't want to run in Canada. I don't really want to check any of those sales. I think this is the right move. We skip the Woodbine. We go into the Oaks. We just run up Belmont instead of going up to Woodbine. Still a good field, but not a great field. And if there's anything about Poppets, if there is any quality in this horse like we thought there might be, we should win this race. It's not to say we will, but we should. It's a solid enough start. We do now go in just behind the leader, Sefer. Rain Rossetti is there. Dasha Hiver, Grab Lindsay, Shulidante News, Kitty Single, and then back to Azure Saint and Wallace Wrong. At the back, they might be closers. We might see them catapult off the turn, round the outside. We are waiting to see as people start lining up. There's a chance we get blocked off. We come around the outside of Grab Lindsay, and it's down now then. The race for the line, the final home stretch, final furlong, four abreast, and we've got nothing. Absolutely nothing. What did we head out? head up 5 and 6. Yeah, we short-headed 5 and 6. Ugh. Horse would not settle. What? What do you mean the horse would not? Did I miss a pink triangle again? It didn't settle without a pink triangle? Don't tell me this horse just needed a fucking pacifier. Excuse my language, but if I ran it with a visor. Why was it running with a visor? Okay. Okay, maybe that unsettled it. Maybe it doesn't like running with a visor, so it didn't settle. Maybe that I didn't. I don't remember clicking that. Like I honestly just don't remember clicking that. Is that what I ran it with last time? And it's stuck there? But then it would have shown up on the form guide that I had it, and it didn't. So I'm very confused. Very confused. Top weighted, top rated. I know it doesn't matter, but to me, it's just something I do look for. Evan's favorite. 7 furlong, 3-year-old, 2-year-olds on dirt. Bog standard grade 3. Maybe this is a mile or not 7 furlong. Either way, we should still win. Maybe it's a mile 1, in which case we would be, slightly off distance enough to have it as a problem. Now the final furlong and a half. Aladiva and Esther Tide. It's us and Aladiva. Aladiva's going to just nudge ahead. Final half furlong. There we go. We kick finally on. The closing potential on this horse is pretty good, and we're seeing it there. Competitive, and we didn't back down. We didn't back out. We drove for that line, and I like to see it. And it's a solid run. 2 3/4, almost 3. They ran in snatches. That's not my fault. It's probably still about a length and a half. It's not super impressive unless that's a really good horse, which it might be. But again, I really like some of this horse, and I dislike other parts of it. We're just in this weird place of, again, I'm not fully sure exactly how good we are. And what do I do? What do I do? I'm not going to York. I'm not going to York. Arlington Million or the Pacific Classic. Arlington's closer. It's got better horses, but Arlington is closer. This is probably just a 5. Glorious Goodwood. I don't think so. Let's just try and get a grade 3. Let's try and get a grade 3. If we win that, maybe we do something dumb and run a grade 1 at York. maybe Drom. I just another grade 2 there, which is probably what we want to do is one of these grade 2s, right? That's probably what we want to do. Let's see. Oh, it's a bunch of horses that have done really well in that one. That's a nice kind of test. Kind of. And then there's another 7 at York that I think I'll avoid. I think I'll avoid. There's no real reason to run that. So, yeah, like, why bother?